Hello everybody and welcome back to artofdino.com and saveearth.us, and I've got an interesting theory today, kind of based on not really too much, so it is, keep it in mind, it is a theory, but I found an article and it's connecting with me in my mind to a short that I've been seeing on Twitter and all over the place regarding the Washington Monument and how it supposedly began as a special tree. So bear with me here because this is ridiculous. So there is a video out there, and I'll put the link below. A bunch of this videos are out there, but this one had a little poem called The Special Tree. The forest fell swiftly as the lumberjack swung, except for the special tree, which could not be stung. She missed her friends and the hymns they sung, so she started a tune that broke the man's lung. So, there's a lot of rabbit holes to go down. I'm not going to go down all of them today, but take a look at this. This is the first photograph of the special tree that's taken supposedly where they built the Washington Monument. And I've been seeing this in a few spots lately. I don't know if it's Photoshopped, I don't know if it's AI, but I've seen it in a few spots. And I came across an article, which I'm about to read now, which when taken in a specific way is super interesting. So listen to this article. And they could be completely unrelated, but for some reason they seem like they might be related. The Hampshire Gazette, June 25th, 1799. It is said that Napoleon Bonaparte, who has an unbelievably sketchy history, has entered Jerusalem. Now, could this Jerusalem be Washington, D.C.? So, it is said Bonaparte has entered Jerusalem, Washington, D.C., and planted there the tree of liberty. In the early annals of the Holy City, we read of a barren fig tree, and this modern wicked stick of wood, without a divine curse, will soon resemble its condemned predecessor. The tree of French liberty is deadly hemlock. It is like the fabled branch of the Roman poet. Each rustle of its leaves is a groan, and each sap is blood. Let Bonaparte plant and his associate ruffians or Russians water. Such a baleful succor cannot increase. It will be, in the sublime language of prophecy, as an oak, which is America's tree, whose leaf fadeth, and there shall the great owl make her nest and lay, and there also shall the vultures be gathered. So think about that in relation to Washington, D.C., and what's become of Washington, D.C., and what we know of the resets. And again, you're going to see something about missing people here, and if you look in others, there's some diagrams of the inside where it shows some kind of weird levee device in the inside of the monument. I'm not really sure exactly what is inside there or what is underneath, but I know that since every massive city in the world has an underground city below it, I know that Washington, D.C. does too. And so Bonaparte, was Napoleon Bonaparte actually destroying America during this time and just writing false histories for the news? Because he could easily do that. He could have destroyed all of the West, anywhere out there, and just written stories about him destroying other places, and then that would be considered the truth, because there is a lot of sketchiness behind Napoleon. But listen to this. Let Bonaparte plant and his associate Russians water. Such a baleful succor cannot increase. It will be, in the sublime language of prophecy, as an oak. And again, America's oak tree. That's like the tree of America, whose leaf fadeth. So that's not, meaning that it's not going to be as divine as it once was. The leaves have fadeth, and there shall the great owl, which is in our dollar bill, in the secret, the not Baphomet, but the symbol of a Moloch, one of those guys that they pray to out in the woods and wherever, and they use the symbol a lot of the great owl, make her nest and lay, and there also shall the vultures be gathered. And there's no better way to describe the politicians of Washington, D.C. in America than vultures. So again, I may not know, and I don't know if there's a place in Jerusalem that's just like this as well, in Israel, but I kind of sense that this was Washington, D.C. So what do you all think? Again, total theory, but liberty, all of these different things. Read that article again and let me know what you think, because I am slightly convinced, and if this is true, then wow, the ramifications are massive. So let me know what you all think, and bless you all.